Yo, we talking about groceries on FBA. Yo, easy. Yeah. J to the O, the Mayos. Groceries on FBA. What you know about that? Step your game up, suck it.
Hey everyone, today I wanted to talk about an issue that really bothers me, and it bothers me because there's a lot of Amazon sellers out there who think that having an item that they're sourcing in the top 1% or top 3% or 5% or whatever it is that you're looking at is a good way to judge what to buy, and it's really not the truth. And people are using all these graphs, top ranking charts. You know, they're everywhere. Everybody's promoting them, and it's really it doesn't matter you know, who it is that's putting it out. The issue is looking at this information is not a good judge of telling you what to buy. Seller Engine has a blog post about the Amazon catalog blowing past 200 million items, and the good part is the graphs that they're showing exactly how much it's growing. There's a fairly old blog post, and you know, it's increased quite a bit. Now they believe that every month the size of the catalog is growing by about 20%, but what's not growing by 20% is the buyers. And especially on items that were just recently listed. So, for example, if you have an item in, you know, the top 3%, but in the next month it's only in the top 5% because, you know, another 5 million or 2 million or 1 million items has been added to the Amazon catalog but have not ever sold. That doesn't mean that your item is selling less, it's selling at the same velocity. If we look at this blog post, it shows that the catalog contained about 165 million listings or items in September, but when this was created, there was 211 million items. That's an increase of 175,000 items a day. And as you can see, it's showing the graphs of different catalogs. Of course, books looks like the smallest increase, but that's because you know, at this point there's well over 50 million books in the Amazon catalog now, just in the book category. You know, things like home and kitchen, and people are mass uploading flat files and spreadsheets to create listings, thousands at a time, from wholesale sources, or people that are merchant fulfilling will upload the whole catalog of what they have available to sell. So you know, these items have never sold. Most of the catalog has never sold. You know, you may see a slow selling item, you know, that's ranked 10 million in books, but have you ever seen an item that's you know, ranked 30 or 40 or 50 million in books? That's because a lot of these items don't even have a rank, and they don't release the information, and there's no way to look up, you know, what the highest ranked book is. But if it never sold, then it's not going to have any kind of ranking. So if we look at this is current as of about a week ago, and you can see some of the product counts in the categories are just astronomical. You know, 91 million listings in electronics, and 91 million items aren't selling. And you know, if you have an item ranked at 1 million in electronics, it's not going to be a good seller. You know, and this goes for almost every category. You know, groceries, the top 1% in groceries is only 9,000, but we know that, you know, selling even in the top 10% in that category is going to be, you know, something that's going to sell regularly. But selling something, you know, that's ranked 5 million in electronics isn't. But these numbers, you know, don't mean anything. The numbers are just total product counts listed. It's not total product counts selling. You know, you really need to be looking at the actual sales velocity of whatever product you're looking for. You know, I've made several videos on using Keepa. Use Keepa, Price Zombie, Camel, or whatever tool you like to see exactly how many of these items are selling every month. And then over time, as you do that, you can learn to judge, you know, what the sales velocity of, you know, a certain ranked product is. But just being in the top whatever percent is not going to make is not a good way to make a buying decision. And you know, don't use this to decide, you know, your top 3% or your top 1%, because as I said, an item that's a top 3% this month is probably only going to be in the top 5%, and it's most likely selling the exact same amount of product month to month. But every single item on Amazon, the catalog is growing, so the top percentage is just going to continue to get higher and higher and higher with the same sales velocity.